fellow students, I'm Himani Sharma, your educator. I warmly welcome you all on our YouTube platform where we in today's video are going to discuss something which has recently been asked in the 2023 examination. So we need to make sure that of course there are new concepts which are coming in the field of research aptitude. What are we going to discuss? We are going to discuss causation and its rules. So this video will be in two parts. Part one, we are going to discuss several types of causation that are there. What is causation? Causation basically in research means the cause and effect relationships that two variables have. Now we all know that whenever we are moving in the field of research, we have two variables majorly. एक होता है independent variable, the second one is dependent variable. Independent variable is always the cause. किसी भी चीज का cause जो होता है that always is independent variable and dependent variable is always the effect. Also one more point that I would try to put an emphasis on here is that always and always the independent variable is the one which is manipulated. It is the one which is changed every time. तो अगर मैं कहूँ that I start wearing winter clothes in summer, I will feel so heat के साथ, right? So of course you understand that me wearing winter clothes in summer is going to cause some sort of rise of temperature in my body, right? On the other hand, if I wear short cotton clothes in winters, I will feel more cold, right? So whatever changes are there in the clothes that I'm wearing, that is only and only going to show an effect on the body temperature that I have, right? So हमेशा हमारा जो independent variable होता है, that is the cause, और उसमें हम कुछ भी changes करेंगे, whatever manipulation that we do in the independent variable, उसका effect हमारे dependent variable पे दिखेगा. It will be shown on the dependent variable itself, right? Now when we talk about research, I told you that this is one such concept which recently has been asked in match the following as well, right? So we need to make sure that we are understanding what are the different rules that are also related to causation in research, right? Now first of all, what is causation? It is a relationship between cause and effect. Cause and effect means, cause means independent variable and the dependent variable, उन दोनों में what relationship is there? Causation is trying to cause, right? Causation is trying to find the cause and effect relationship between two variables to establish a clear causal, not casual, but causal connection to get and infer the meaningful conclusions. ताकि हमें पता चले अच्छा यहाँ पे अब आग लग गई है, इसका मतलब है कि धुआं उठेगा. So that is one such thing that I am trying to draw a conclusion from the true statements that are there. Researchers follow rules to guide the evaluation of these causal relationships. Now, there are various concepts and rules that are there that are crucial in establishing causation in research studies. Whenever you will do research, there always and always be some sort of independent variable which is going to cause some change in the dependent variable. If let's just say मैं phone ज़्यादा चलाना शुरू कर देती हूँ during my exam times, of course what will happen? I will not be able to prepare nicely. I will lose my focus. I am giving more time to scrolling Instagram rather than studying. So of course मेरे phone ज़्यादा चलाने का, that is my independent variable, it will have a direct impact. It will be totally and totally related to my performance in the examination. So what is the cause here? Me using the phone much than I should be, and that is having a negative impact on my scores in the examination or performance, right? So अगर मैं phone चलाना बंद कर देती हूँ, of course I'll score nicely. If I keep on using my phone, scrolling Instagram, YouTube, etc., I will see that of course मेरे examination में marks कम आ रहे हैं, right? Understanding and applying rules ensures valid and reliable research. इन रूल्स को देखा जाए तो इनसे हमें समझ आ जाएगा that whatever rules are established there, what kind of rules are they, what kind of cause and effect relationship are they causing or letting me as a researcher know. Essential for the study design, data collection and drawing conclusions, right? These are the three steps that they are essential for. Now number one type that I have here is causal ambiguity rule. Ambiguity, what do we mean by ambiguity? Ambiguity means when anything has more than two meanings. ठीक है, जब हमें रिलेशनशिप क्लियर नहीं होता कॉज एंड इफेक्ट के बीच में, क्योंकि दो से ज्यादा चीजें हो सकती हैं, क्लियर कट मुझे नहीं पता व्हाट इज द कॉज, बट आई नो दैट two or more things can be the cause, right? That is known as causal ambiguity. The answer is not clear, you are ambiguous, आपको नहीं पता क्या होगा क्या नहीं. Addresses unclear relationships between variables. Now look at the first example here. Correlation between smartphone usage and academic performance without clear causation. You do not know. Now there might be other factors as well. You can use a smartphone to go to YouTube and search for the UGC NET की classes through Drishti teaching exams, right? Or you can normally scroll reels on YouTube as well. The way you are using your smartphone is somewhere or the other going to maybe make a progress in your academic performance, or maybe going to hinder that. So when that relationship is unclear, that is known as causal ambiguity rule. Second example, increased coffee consumption coincides with the rise in stress levels, but the direct cause is uncertain. कहीं कहा जाता है कि कॉफी ज्यादा पीने से स्ट्रेस बढ़ती है, but there is no direct relationship between coffee and stress levels, right? So there might be some other relationships as well. कोई बंदा क्या कह सकते हैं हम लोग कि ऑफिस में स्ट्रेस फील कर रहा है, some student is feeling stress because of the academics and everything like that. So it could be because of some other reason, but you are trying to establish a relationship between coffee and stress, right? But there might be other reasons as well. Third example, ice cream sales correlate with drowning incidents. These two are not correlated, but there might be some other reasons as well, right? That is what is causal ambiguity rule. Then we have the second one, temporal precedence rule emphasizes cause preceding effect in time. Temporal means time itself, right? तो जब आपका time precede करता है effect, cause preceding effect in time. Let's just look at the example here. Administering a vaccine before the onset of a disease to establish a causal link. पहले ही ले आए vaccine. Starting an exercise program before observing improvements in the cardiovascular health. Let's just say you normally are, आपकी जो heart की health है, it's normally improving because of the dietary changes that you are also making, but you have not observed your heart health. So what you're doing, आपने पहले चेकअप नहीं कराया अपना, but आपकी हार्ट की हेल्थ सही हो रही थी, but you also enrolled in some sort of exercise for the same. That is temporal precedence. टाइम से पहले ही आपने उसका जो है cause proceed कर दिया, right? Example 3 is administering a drug before symptom improvement. पहले ही symptom improvement से पहले ही you are giving the medicine and everything, right? Then we have this 3 covariance rule focuses on statistical relationships between cause and effect. दोनों में क्या relationship है between cause and effect? This is what is known as covariance. Let's just say study time and exam score covariance supports a causal link. कि अगर मैं ज्यादा देर तक बैठ के फोकस के साथ स्टडी करूंगी, of course I'm going to get good scores in my NET examination. But if I don't, then of course मैं पका पकाया तो कोई मुझे नहीं देने वाला. Nobody is going to serve me the results on a silver spoon. So I need to work hard for that, right? So that example says कि अगर मैं टाइम ज्यादा देर तक लगा के अच्छे से पढ़ती हूँ, then of course the results would be seen. Example 2, increased marketing expenditure coinciding with the rise in product sales supporting a causal connection. कि मार्केटिंग सेल्स भी बढ़ रही हैं, प्रोडक्ट की सेल्स की वजह से मार्केटिंग एक्सपेंडिचर बढ़ रहा है, राइट? Because both of them are correlated to one another. Then we have consistency rule. This is number 4th. The name itself is saying that cause and effect relationship should be consistent across studies. Across studies मतलब अलग अलग जगह पे, if in different areas the same type of study is taking place, same type of research is taking place, and the research work turns out to be, the conclusions turn out to be the same कि हाँ यही cause है, यही effect है, that is what is consistency, right? Number 1 example, various research studies consistently show a link between lack of sleep and decreased cognitive performance. अगर sleep कम है तो उसका effect आपकी directly cognitive performance पे होगा. और ये let's just say in class क्लास 1, क्लास 2 के बच्चों पे एंड क्लास 3 के बच्चों के ऊपर मैंने ये चीज करके देखी एंड तीनों में सेम ही कॉज एंड इफेक्ट रिलेशनशिप आ रहा है, राइट? दैट इज व्हाट इज कंसिस्टेंसी. Different populations consistently demonstrate a correlation between outdoor physical activity and mental well-being. अब अगर इन्हीं क्लासेस को मैं बोल दूं या लेट्स जस्ट से देयर आर एडल्ट्स, ठीक है, एडल्ट्स इन डिफरेंट ग्रुप्स, एरिया 1, एरिया 2, एरिया 3, इन तीनों ग्रुप्स को मैं कह रही हूं कि सुबह 7 बजे उठ के आप लोग को हाफ एन आवर वॉक करनी है and all of them go for a walk every day at 7 a.m. then consistently I'm seeing that all of their mental well-being is also improving. So the results are consistent across different groups that I'm taking into consideration for my research. Then example 3, consistent correlation between smoking and lung cancer. अगर मैं 5 ग्रुप्स को भी खड़े कर दूं और अगर उनको लंग कैंसर हो रहा है, मेजर कॉज वुड बी स्मोकिंग, अगर वो स्मोकर्स हैं, ठीक है? So I see smoking has a directly correlation with the 5 groups that I am studying under different ages as well. Right? Now, what is the importance of causation rules in research? They provide a structured approach. कि हमें कैसे चलना है, इन चीजों को कैसे, इन relationships को कैसे मद्देनजर रखनी है, कैसे देखना है, how are we going to see them? Emphasize role in validating causal correlations and connections as well. If I see that कुछ चीज ambiguous है, then I can try to maintain the other variables in, और ये extraneous variables को भी control कर सकते हैं हम, right? Which are not directly observable, etc. So that's that. Now ये rules, why are they required? Number 1 is for the validity and reliability, so that we are sure that our research is done accurately enough, avoiding spurious relationships. Any relationship which turns out to be fake, which is unclear, उस relationship को, क्योंकि cause and effect को ही we are trying to see, so any unclear relationships are supposedly stopped there and then. So to avoid spurious means any fake, false relationships. Enhancing research quality, of course, if we will be clear with whatever cause and effect is there, the other person who's later on going to read our research paper would also be somewhere or the other, क्योंकि valid भी होगा, reliable भी होगा, the other person would be much and more trusting on the research paper they are reading, right? So quality will be enhanced. Scientific rigor, add systematic and methodological rigor to the research process. It acts as some sort of rigorous, strict process that is there in a stepwise manner to understand the cause and effect relationships between different types of variables, right? Guiding study design, क्योंकि हमने पहली स्लाइड्स में ही देखा कि they are done ताकि हमें स्टडी डिजाइन का एक्यूरेट, सही अंदाजा हो जाए, right? Decision making impact, to ensure that whatever research findings are there, they have a sound basis for impactful decision making, so that I later on can say that yes, of course, I have observed in 5 groups, smoking is the one thing which leads to lung cancer. I can generalize the same thing now. I can make a decision and generalize it from a sample to the entire population. Ethical consideration, align with ethical research practices, maintaining integrity and credibility, because the researcher himself or herself, they know that yes, of course, these were the relationships. अगर कहीं पे कुछ ambiguous था, I have also mentioned that there I have used the causal ambiguity rule. Mitigating any sort of bias, because as a researcher, you need to be objective, you need to be clear-cut defining the cause and effect relationship without having your point of view, your opinion intervene, right? Clear communication, क्योंकि आप सारे फैक्ट को जैसे हैं वैसे ही दिखाओगे, right? Practical implications, important in fields like medicine and public policy with significant real world implications, so that अगर आप कोई medicine, you're creating some sort of medicine to create, to cure cancer, migraine, etc. Real world में from a sample, you know that of course this is the cause, ठीक है? ये medicine से affect क्या होगा? That migraine से छुटकारा मिल जाएगा. तो मैं इसको from a sample to the population I can generalize the same thing. So in the field of medicine, या कोई policy अगर मैंने small level पे देखी है, उस policy को generalize बड़ी population पे करने के लिए, to generalize it to a larger population or a group as well, I will have to make sure that I am, reducing the bias. I am clearly communicating, and of course, I am also aware of the practical implications of the same thing, right? I hope these things which are related to the new topic that we have just discovered and talked about is clear to you all. Part 2 of the causation in research I will bring, and with other further types as well. If you have any doubts, you can drop it down in the comment section below. I will try to reply for sure. Thank you so much and have a good day. Bye-bye.